Welcome back to all of my returning subscribers. I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging in there. I hope Cancer season wasn't too intense and dramatic for you. There was definitely a lot that was going on, and I wanted to um, connect with you guys. I just really didn't have the physical or digital capacity to do so. Um, so I apologize for that because I know there's been a lot of shifts and transitions and changes through the last lunar cycle since I last posted and connected with you guys. And yeah, I hope like Cancer is all about home and this inner self or this inner discovery of self, right? About what that is to us and finding that. So yeah, I had to take some time and really do my homework per se. I actually journeyed up into the jungle and spent some time um, kind of working on my other work. I do sustainable clothing out of bamboo, beautiful designs. I spent a lot of time creating new patterns myself and being immersed, and with um, the people that I'd like to be working with, which at the end of the day, I'm not going to be working with because alignment and care and intention and love is so important for everything we do, but especially for me to allow someone else that is creating something that I would normally be creating. And so that kind of brings us to this space of this new moon in Leo, right? It is really about this creativity. Who are we? Look at that, 2:22. And I started this at 2:22 p.m. Um, like, who are we? What is our mirror? What is our reflection? What are we wanting to reflect, right? What what are we putting out into the world, into the universe? Like, what is our constant thought, our feelings, our vibrations, our frequencies, and what are we calling in, right? This is so important. Not so important, but so important. Like, this is important for our soul's work, for our soul's journey, our soul's mission, which is super heightened right now at this time. Okay. You guys, new moons are all about starting this new 28, 29 lunar cycle, this phase, right? And to really set new intentions. Now, for every new moon we have, the intentions don't have, it doesn't have to be something new and radical each time. It can be revisiting something and re-editing how we now are in need to kind of like change it based on what has happened, what has unfolded in the past lunar phase, right? In the past cycle. So even though my intentions, even though I will set new intentions this evening or tomorrow, when the new moon is, right? Um, they will not be like something super new and fresh. It will just be addressing what is new, like what changes and occurrences and things have happened or come to pass that are now basically um, creating a new pathway, right? So when we're acting in a space of 3D, we're really holding on to the physicality. We're overly connected to everything that's in physical space. And I have like a Jurassic rooster that I swear to God lives next to me. It's like sounds like between a rooster and a pterodactyl. Sorry, it's like so distracting to me. Anyways, so we're holding on, right? The 3D is really about holding on to the physicality of things, right? And like thinking that we control things. Now, we're in control, right? We are like mentally and holographically like manipulating everything that's happening around us, right? Like we're creating this, even our form, ourselves, right? This like our whole being. This is our thought, our eye, seeing ourself, creating ourself in this manner. So when we are holding on to control of things, like thinking that we're actually in control of things, circumstances, things, events, whatever, this is acting from a super linear 3D space. And as we're really like pushing through and navigating through this fifth dimensional space, we are in this whole other space of realizing that, yes, we are somewhat in control. We are kind of controlling things around us to some extent. However, we're not in control exactly of how it's meant to unfold, right? And this is where the human trips up, the 3D space kind of trips up with the spiritual space, right? With the ethers. And so what happens is, we're like, no, 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 this is the way, like, I was manifesting this. And it's like, bro, you never know, like, what one thing is going to lead to another, like that song, one thing leads to another. It is so true because we never know in each choice, in each decision, in each relinquishing of control, and each going with the flow, or kind of accepting and just being okay with whatever is coming in. We never know like what's actually going to present itself next, right? And that is part of the fun. That is part of the mystery of life, right? Like I do a lot of psychic work for people, right? I do a lot of tune-ins and I see a lot of things coming into play before other people do. And I can enlighten them with as much as their guides will allow me to enlighten them with. However, if I try to dig too deep to be like, well, when's this going to happen for me, or what's going to happen for me, then what happens is they kind of block me, right? They're kind of like, because if you get this idea stuck in your head of how something is supposed to unfold, then you're essentially blocking like the beauty of the journey of the unfolding, right? So you can't really be in control so much of the outcome. Like you're in control, right? You're manipulating things. However, you cannot be in control, right? We're creating, we're co-creating, we're constantly co-creating. So be okay with that, but also be okay when something switches, like, and it's not like as per plan, that it's gonna be okay, right? It's like, oh, it's opening up. It's like, oh, this is actually clearing space for something else magical is going to enter, something else amazing is actually supposed to happen that I was potentially blocking because I thought it could only happen if I was doing it with this person or going to this place with these people or going at this certain time or whatever the scenario is. And yeah, it just really opens up these beautiful things. And I want to share a quick story about my beautiful friend, Chansey. I love you, my love. And I was talking to her, and she really felt that there was a pathway that was blocked, and that she had to reconnect with this person. And this person was super like could use her energy, was a little bit needy of her energy. And she was like, what do you feel? Can I ask you? And I said, wow, I feel like this person's asking you to show up for them when they never really showed up for you. first. Everything is energy and vibration. So things have to be reciprocal, right? Like if someone isn't reciprocating the energy, and it doesn't have to be tit for tat, it doesn't have to be a dollar for a dollar. You know what I'm saying? That like this energy that I give could be worth $100, and someone might only have like $10 to like bring food or something like that. But it's about a reciprocal energetic exchange, which is what is the most important, right? And so I told her I feel that all these things are being removed because there is a bigger journey. And if she unblocked the pathway of thinking that this was the only option, that this other beautiful option would pour in and it would come. And we talked, and I said, maybe you're supposed to go here, and she's like, I don't think so. I was thinking maybe here, and I was like, wow, okay, goosebumps. I said, yeah, that's where you're supposed to go. Something will line up if you go there. I said, just be okay with that, and be okay that you're going to go on this journey, right, with someone you've never met before, and you're going to experience, and whatever's happening along the way is really like the journey that you're meant to experience. And so beautiful, my soul sister. This morning, I get a message from her saying, I connected with this group. They're amazing. They're artists. I'm welcome to stay there. I can get a ride in from them, blah, 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 all of these things, just like we spoke about, and it's going to be such a beautiful experience, and like co-create, look, it gives me goosebumps, and like put me in this co-creative space, and like with these new people that are going to like expand me, and I'm surrendering to the journey, finally, instead of being the one that's in control of how the journey is playing and trying to manipulate it to play out the way that you want it. Surrender and allow, and know that different people come into our lives, into our pathways at different times, and like our partners, our soulmates, different people like this are not always meant to stay in this space, right? Some are meant to come in, cause a huge transitional shift, shake us awake, and really just put us on this path of like, wow, thank you for awakening me. And now I understand, and now I know who I am and what I'm meant to be doing. And it's beautiful when we can be in alignment and grow with these people. However, you will find at this time right now with Leo energy, it's also about cutting out anything that, any of these old relationships, anything that is no longer in alignment. Like Leo is all about our heart space, right? It's all about our belief systems, our creativity. Are these people that we're with inspiring us creatively? Are they nurturing this creative being within us? Or have they brought us to the point where we've come as far as we can go, and now it's time for us to nurture and grow and expand beyond where they're at? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And so that's really, you guys, what this energy is about. I feel so quiet. Hold on. So that's really what this Leo energy is about. And what it's asking us to embody, what it's asking us to really do, like who are we really co-creating with? And are these people that we're co-creating with the people that are going to be on our journey in another year, in another 5 years? Like, what is our soul space, our soul's expression? Like, was this a blessing? Is it a lesson? And like, where is our expanse? Because sometimes we can come together and connect with people and grow. Look at that, 1444. So, but a lot of the times it's about moving forward. And it's beautiful when people can move forward with us, but you will find a lot my lovelies, you will find a lot that as you are growing and moving forward and expanding, that a lot of these people will actually start falling off or becoming jealous or disconcerted to a certain extent because they'll find that you're leveling up more than they're willing to surrender. Because some people like to be so in control and create this illusion in this holographic space that makes them feel good instead of coming together communally. Like, can someone just show up and be authentically themselves? Who are you authentically? Right? And I think this is why today I just chose, you know what? I just want to be myself. I just want to show up and this beautiful stuff. Like, I love to wear this. I love to wear the bamboo. It's so nice. It's so breathable. It's so stretchy. I love purple. I love electric purple. I love it. The color therapy makes me feel so good. The aqua makes me feel so good, right? And it doesn't have to be even, and it doesn't have to be beautiful, and it doesn't have to be anything. It just has to make you happy. Like, what is actually bringing you joy? What is actually making you happy? Sometimes it's telling people to go fuck themselves. Sometimes it's helping people to heal and grow and nurture themselves. And sometimes it's just fucking stating facts, you know, and creating boundaries and like letting people know, like, you know, oh, that's so great, but honestly, it's not in alignment with me, with what I'm doing right now. And like, I love you and I respect you, but like, I can do that from afar or from a different position. I don't have to be all up in your space or in the position that you expect me to be in order for me to be where feels good for me. So, with this new moon in Leo, let's talk about what Leo is about. Leo is the lion, rar. Leo is really the ruler of the heart space. So a lot of you guys will be finding it's a good time to activate this love space, to reach out to people that you're feeling connected to, drawn to, and really just like become in tune with these things, right? Like, what makes you feel love? What is like bringing your soul passion, right? Leo is a fire sign. It's all about passion, right? It's all about finding this groundedness. I invite you to light a lot of candles when you do your new moon intentions, when you sit down, when you do your meditation, your intentions, whatever. Light a lot of candles. Bring in that fire element. Call in this passion, this love. And it doesn't have to be, it for a lot of us, it will be for people, for partnerships, for new flames, right? Leo is all about this new ignited passion or reigniting an old passion, and this new thing kind of coming in, right? And what is it that brings your heart, your soul passion? What like sets your being? Like, what is like yes, right? And that's why my home space is very creative, right? I love to create. As much as I love to channel and be in the ethers and do healing work and energy work, I love being silly. I love dancing. I love music. I love creation. I love creating. You know, I love sewing and making beautiful things and creating new things. And so like these are my passions, and I am okay with fully stepping into my authenticity and being okay with everything that is my passion, whether it's being weird, being loud, dancing, listening to music, like doing retreats, sound healing, sitting in the ethers, doing the spiritual work, doing all of this. Like, we can do all of them. We don't have to be one or the other. And that is the beauty of where we're moving in this time, right? There is no right or wrong. The whole point of life is that it's meant to be lived. So live it to its fullest. Maximize all of your experiences and don't feel bad, you know? Be unapologetically, authentically yourself. Be beautiful is how we are meant to be and how we are meant to experience these things. And speaking of beautiful things, yes, I make limited runs of this. I also want to give a shout out to my girl that makes these beautiful earrings with all these gemstones. Um, Kita Komoto on Instagram, hit my girl up. She makes these all by hand. These are actual gemstones that are set in. She also does one in moon shape. All different kinds of gems and properties. And this one I just found. Let's give a shout out. I don't know if you can see that to my homie Pat, who does Art Cycle Bali. He makes really amazing accessories out of recycled inner tube tires. And so find this creativity, find this passion, find this art space, share it, co-create, right? Leo is really about this. Leo is about co-creating with people. So do your best not to separate too much from people, but to separate from people that are not in a vibrational and an alignment, right? Like they're not a vibrational match. It's okay. And when you're in your vibrational match and you stay in that space, what will happen is you will call in those people that are meant to be with you in that space, which is beautiful, right? Like, don't be so connected. Don't hold on so much to things that you think or people that you think, And what I can say also is like, I have noticed, and we will continue to notice, look at that at 2202, a lot of relationships that you thought were stellar that have been going on for a while, that you thought were super strong, you will notice at this time kind of crumbling, kind of falling to the wayside a bit. And the reason for that is not everybody is ready to step into their authentic self. Look at that, the wind is like speaking, coming up, right? Hello, my consciousness. I should have drank lots of water in this with all this fire energy. But yeah, there will be a lot of recalibrating at this time. So be aware, listen to the signs and the signals, and really hear what your guides, the universe, is putting out there. So let's pull a couple cards so I don't let you guys go on and on forever. Thank you, universe, source, creator, spirit guide, angels, ancestors, all of those who support and participate, bringing in love and light and the highest vibrational frequencies for messages for the collective regarding this new moon in the sign of Leo. What do you have for us? My Jurassic rooster next door. Let's see. The guide. Look at this. Lady Portia purple. Divine order. Look at that purple. And she's like holding violets. Do what you feel is right. Important lessons are unfolding. So if you feel drawn, if you feel called to try something, to do something that brings you happiness or joy, and other people really aren't on board with it, welcome. I don't know any nicer way to say it. I apologize, but I don't know any nicer way to say it. Just if you feel like you need to reach out or do something with other people, whatever, do it, okay? Mahavatar Baji. Soul expansion. Look at that with the purple and the blue. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. Beautiful. Whoa. Our dude, Horus, my buddy. Look at him. He's in purple and blue as well. The Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. So, what are we really manifesting? What are we actually putting out? What's going on? And, you know, are we, what are we pulling in? Look at this beautiful loyal heart. So, for some of us, we are calling in, we are manifesting in more abundance, new partners, partners that can create more abundance with us, right? That are ready to learn and grow and expand with us. And that, I think, is the biggest thing. To the sea, a lot of us are going to be traveling, going places, are manifesting the ability to travel. And it doesn't mean necessarily on the physical realm. I think for a lot of us, it will be in the physical realm. But for some of us, it could be in a spiritual realm, you know? Blessed. All these colors. 22. Again, with that. Wants me to pull two more. Yes or no? No? Okay. A change in the wind. Some of you guys could be moving. You could be shifting home space. You could be setting up a new space. Just changing directions. I really see that. A lot of you will be changing the place that you live. See this direction at the top? So I see that here. It is a reoccurring theme because in this one as well, see the directional, and then in that one, the last one is there's no place like home with the number 50, which means it will be changing. Oh. And this change in the wind, flipping it over, right? Okay. Water over here. Yeah, to the sea is flying. Okay, so some of you guys could be flying somewhere. Planning to fly somewhere. Amazing. If you end up on this side of the world, come visit me. Let's get some of these messages for the collective regarding, whoa, a lot of you guys are having some big life changes. A lot of things. Wow, okay. So the first card that came out is the Ace of Swords. So swords is all about words and actions. This is about something new. So also about like the truth needing to come out. This can sometimes mean an apology or honesty really presenting itself. So some of y'all could be speaking your truth. There might be something that you guys have been kind of keeping to yourself for a long time, not sure how or when to present it, discuss it, whatever it may be. Well, the time is now. Look at that. The Wheel of Fortune, which is basically the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Time. And this is really about, fate tipping in your direction, right? In your favor, basically saying, hey, I'm favoring the honesty, I'm favoring the truth. And if you actually speak and live within your truth, like you could have something really amazing, like entering into your space, right? The Queen of Swords. So this is really about, you guys, this is about, again, speaking our truth, right? We may have to say some things to some people and some people may not like what we have to say. We may be stepping away from certain people, from certain situations, um, from things that are no longer serving us. And while this can be taken as harsh by some, it's actually standing in your truth, right? Calmly and peacefully standing in your truth, like being like, no, this is actually now what I've decided, who I decided I want to become, who I decided I don't want to be, um, who I do or don't want to be with, whatever it may be. Justice. Justice will come from this. So between, let's say, August to September, because this is the card of Libra, um, the scales will be setting their balance. The knowledge, the wisdom will be understood. It will be revealed. Hierophant, the card of Taurus. And we will be on this. This is like, this is kind of like the match to, it's kind of like the priest, to the high priestess, the Hierophant. It's like, I've gone in, I've done my learning, I've done my work, I've done my growth, and now I'm hit this point where I'm expanding, I'm in tune, I'm literally see the wings of the mind. I'm literally like becoming more enlightened. That's beautiful. So, messages, yeah, Six of Swords. So, moving from one space to another space. The Six of Swords is about taking the action, getting on the boat, taking the ride, and basically being like, you know what? There is something that awaits me at that faraway distant shore, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to move from whatever this is to wherever that is. Beautiful. More messages. The Magician. Ultimately, we are all creating our reality, right? The Magician, we are acting on behalf of the creation. The Magician is holding all of the utensils. He's holding the knowledge, the action, the passion, the heart, the soul, everything. He is the one, or she, they, them, just kidding, are the ones in control, ultimately, of everything and the way that it's unfolding. Beautiful, you guys. Beautiful. Let's see. If you guys have a question, think about it. Pause for a moment. What you should be doing. And let's ask what the guys are telling you to do. Question for the collective. Answer. 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 Okay. So, interesting. So, we have a complex answer here for your guys' question. The first card that came out is the Wasp, 21. This is the energy of 3. This is manifesting, I would say, past this. So, there's 2 or 3 stories here. I mean, take it as it applies. Maybe some of you guys asked, what will happen if I tell somebody this, or if I leave somebody, or something like this, right? Is it okay? Is this person going to freak out? What is going to happen? And the card that came out was the Wasp. So anger, retaliation, and jealousy. Now, if this is the frequency of the other person, or even if this is the frequency of you in regards to a situation, let it not be this. Please, let it not be this, because this is not a match. This is not a vibrational match to how we want to be. This is very low vibrational, trying to sting somebody, trying to hurt somebody, saying hurtful, mean things. It's really unnecessary, right? This is super low frequency and low vibration. What is the higher vibration, right? What is the second answer? Forgiveness, right? Look at all these beautiful mushroom medicines. Now, this is the energy of 49 is energy of 13, which would be the energy of 4. So it would be the capacity to move forward, right? Forgiveness is about moving forward. Now, if somebody did something fucked up to you, or vice versa, it doesn't mean you have to say, you know what, I just always forgive everybody. Like, forgive them, forgive yourself, if needs be, to be able to move on, right? Forgive yourself for falling for the same thing again. Forgive them for not having the capacity for growth or expansion the same, or whatever, right? Create this pathway of forgiveness, not resentment. Be grateful for whatever journey or experiences that we've shared together, and for the expansion and for each person's own journey. We're co-creating a reality, but we're not meant to be co-creating the same journey forever with the same people. So remember that. Which leads to our third portion of the answer, the butterfly, beauty. This is the energy of 7. This is the energy of luck, right? The butterfly is really all about this evolved being, how they have evolved and grown, how they surrendered, they went into this place of darkness, and they met that shadow work, right? That soul work. They went into this place of darkness, and they really grew past it, right? And they expanded into this beautiful thing where they're now able to fly and soar and see so much farther, so much more clearly. And like, how beautiful that is, you guys. That is so beautiful. Wow. Okay. So moving past this energy, and anybody that's exuding this energy, forgive them, forgive yourself for being with that, right? And grow. Create this beauty, create this space, hold this space of beauty, and move past that, yeah? One conversational card. Any messages? Separation, sadness, missing, thinking about, yearning, unsure of the future. Now, it's okay. That's what has to happen for expansion and for growth. One more, please. Karmic relationships, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, loving you, loving yourself. Wow. Let's pull one more. What is this for? Oh. When we let go and stop holding on to these things. Look at Passion, enter passion, Leo. Insane chemistry now enters. You actually like each other equally. You actually feel complete equality between you and somebody else. And you feel the ability to experience love and to have fun. Look at that passion. I guess two popped out. Soulmates, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contracts. So remember, there's many people in this lifetime that we have soul contracts with. And if we're so hyper focused on one thing all the time, we don't have the capacity to experience or actually have the exponential level of growth that we're meant to have here in this body, in this thing we call life. So I'm not saying go out and just like break up with your person. I'm just saying, he's saying that. No, I'm just saying, what happens if you take some time for yourself? What happens if you take some space or some separation? Like, what happens when you see the true nature of the person? What unfolds? And there's a lot of that occurring right now for a lot of people that I know in different places around the world. And 4141, that's 5-5. It means it's time for change, right? Sometimes these things happen in order for us really to be able to seep into the change, to accept it, you know, to allow and to see where it's actually meant to lead us. Does it mean we have to tell this other person to go fuck themselves and never speak to them? No, it just means we're all on a different fucking journey, each one of us, right? And it's beautiful when we can come together and connect with people and be on the same journey for a certain amount of time, but that isn't an unlimited amount of time. Like, unless you see a complete equal reflection in the mirror with the person that you are with, then it's not somebody that you're meant to stay with forever. Unless you feel a sense of equality, equanimity, then that's potentially not your person. At least not your forever person. It can be Mr. or Mrs. Right Meow. But just, I don't know. This is like the information the guides are sending through. I'm literally just channeling. So yeah, dive deep, do some meditation, do some inner work, and see what it's like as you're growing. What these other people that you have in your space are like, where they're meeting you, how they're meeting you, what the situation is as far as that goes, and really see what the alignment is like. I encourage you to do this. Share your stories. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share. Drop your girl some love. You better like this message. If you fucking watch this message, just like it. Help me with the algorithms, bro, sis, please, and thank you. As always, infinite blessings, love, and light. And get out there, set some new intentions, and remember, actually physically writing with pencil, especially in your own handwriting, is how we really manifest things in. We don't manifest them in by just thinking them or creating a vision board. No, physically, words are spells. That's why it's called spelling. Spell it out. Get your order placed and sign, seal, and get it delivered, my beautiful beings. I wish you an amazing, exciting, creative Leo season. And yes, level up. Ciao for now. Until next time, stay tuned. I'm going to drop a new moon meditation.